Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Freshandfit podcast. We're joined by Brix Fitness.
What up? What up?
Hey.
What up? Shout out to him, man. What's good? What's good, fellas?
Let's get into it. We got a great show. Hey, what's up, guys? We're back. Welcome to the Freshandfit podcast, man. We're joined by Brix Fitness. Before we get into the show, guys, quick announcements. Patreon.com/Freshfit, where you guys can see all the exclusive behind-the-scenes content. You guys want to see us kicking out annoying girls. Zoom calls where we talk about making money, real estate investing, cryptocurrency, getting in shape, becoming a better man in general, credit cards, everything, guys, when it comes to improving yourself as a man. Also, check us out on Spotify, Apple, and Google Podcasts. Listen to us on every single platform they listen to your podcasts on. Just
put some headphones in,
please put some headphones in, guys, because we had some guys. We had one guy just recently DM us and say, "Hey, man, I had my headphones in, and they saw me watching the show, and I got called in by HR." And I was like, "Oh, damn. Okay, so now you guys need a screen protector as well that has privacy on it, so that people can't see it from the side." So, yeah, guys, we're the bad guys. You know what I'm saying right now. So we're the Vince McMahon of the world. So do not let people know you're listening to us at work, especially if you work in a job where there's an HR department.
The problem child.
Yeah, facts. And then also, guys, freshandfitpodcast.com, where you guys can get all the gear. You get the hoodies, t-shirts, even the legacy t-shirts, Unplugged Fitness. You can get the, for example, Ninja Watchers, all of our shirts on there, Frank Castle's, all that stuff is over there. Feel like shirts, freshandfitpodcaststore.com. And then Fresh has a vlog channel.
So, guys, for behind the scenes of my life, Trey's life, Chris, and also Myron's, check it out. I'll be going on travels, sometimes dates with some girls, some behind the scenes. So check it out.
Yep. Check us out over there, guys. You get to see a lot of the behind the scenes stuff as well. That is safe for YouTube. Patreon has the unsafe stuff. Yeah. And then also, guys, we're streaming live to Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Check us out on Twitch, twitch.tv/FreshFitPodcast, where you guys can also check us out in 1080p. Much better quality over there. I ain't going to lie. But, hey, man, shout out to Twitch.
Yep.
And then also, check us out on Instagram, guys. New Instagram account, FreshFit Podcast. Follow us there. I got some good news this morning. We're going to probably get back our old account that was hacked fairly soon.
Yeah.
Freshandfit Miami.
I think yours is back, though.
Yeah, mine. Yeah, my account is back, guys. My first account that got banned, Unplugged Fit with 2 T's. With 1 T. That one is back. So,
one T?
Yeah, with the 1 T, man.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that got banned like 6 months ago. So, anyway, it is what it is. Any other announcements? And then also, guys, get the free ebook, Unplugging from the Matrix of Fitness and Game, guys. As you guys know, we talk about a lot of controversial things. Who knows? We might get canceled any day. If you guys want to continue to get content from us and, updates and everything else like that, check us out. And also get the free book where I talk about getting in shape, becoming a 3% man, and just becoming better in general and the importance of doing it in today's contemporary dating marketplace. Thanks. So with that said, man, Brix, welcome to the show, man.
What's the deal, fellas? What's the deal? Welcome to Miami, man.
Welcome to Miami.
Yo, I love this city.
It's lit, right? You don't want to leave.
Every time I come here, I'm like, yo, I have to move here.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. We'll see.
Well, definitely South Beach is not the move, though.
No, not South Beach. But yeah, this is my first. I was telling you yesterday, Fresh. This is my first time experiencing the real Miami.
Yes,
right? I'm always on South Beach whenever I come here.
Yes,
right. So yeah,
and we tell people all the time, like, yo, South Beach is not Miami, and but for the people that don't know, because we could definitely chop up the differences between Miami, New York, Virginia, California, everything else like that, because you've been all over the place.
Yeah.
Can you introduce the people to you for those that are not aware? We know who you are.
Yeah.
We watch your stuff, but can you tell the people?
Yeah. So my name is Brix. I'm from Brownsville, Brooklyn. I guess I'm a YouTuber. I've gotten to the place where I started, adopting or being accepting that title. I'm a fitness professional. I lost 160 pounds about 7 years ago. I changed my life physically, mentally, spiritually, and I documented the journey on social media. And now it's my mission to share everything I learned during that process with men, with women, with whoever is trying to be better. And that's
And we're gonna pull a picture of your transformation so these people see
Yeah,
what I'm
let's
talking
do
about.
it.
Chris, I'm gonna send it to you here in a second.
yeah.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah,
continue.
Nah, but that's pretty much who I am and what I do, man. Day in, day out, straight up.
Okay.
What got you into doing like YouTube itself?
So I've always been real big on documenting things.
Mhm.
So when I started my weight loss journey in 2013, this was prior to any thought of YouTube. I started documenting. You know, I have footage from my very first workout. I have footage from the very first time I went food shopping.
Damn.
I have footage of me trying on jeans that couldn't fit anymore. I would do this weekly thing where I would set the camera up, I would turn around. So I had this catalog of old footage that I planned eventually to do a documentary with. But after I lost the weight, because I didn't start YouTube until after I lost all the weight.
I want to say this real quick, just so we can backtrack real quick, because I want the people to hear a story that what led to this. So, so you grew up in Brooklyn, right?
Yeah.
In Brownsville. What was that like growing up?
So Brownsville, Brooklyn, I don't know if you guys are familiar. It's one of the worst neighborhoods in New York City.
Familiar.
Yeah. So Brownsville, it was tough. I mean, I was involved in gangs. You know, there was a lot of. I grew up in a toxic environment. Inside my home, outside my home, a lot of drugs and murders, and it's the hood.
Yeah,
like the hood. Yeah, exactly, Aaron. That's what I woke up to every morning. So,
and were you there in the 90s? Because you're how old for the people? So
I'm 37.
You're 37. Okay,
I'm
so
37.
I'm 31. So because I was born in Brooklyn myself in the 90s, and I lived there through my childhood. But it was a bad time. So you were there at one of the worst times. You were there.
That was before
80s.
Gentrification and all that shit. Yeah, absolutely. So the Brooklyn today, I don't even know that Brooklyn, to be honest. Yep. You know, I grew up in the 90s. So anyway,
a lot of people think Brooklyn is like, oh, it's a hipsterville now. It's changed. It's like Harlem. It's like, no, bro. There's still. I mean, Brownsville still hasn't turned over yet.
Oh, not Brownsville hasn't been gentrified yet, but it's started.
It's coming. Yeah,
it's started.
They're already starting to take over Flatbush right now.
Yeah. So, but yeah, Brooklyn has changed a lot. But anyway, so I'm from the real Brooklyn. The Brooklyn that Jay and Big rapped about. That's the Brooklyn I'm from.
So you were involved with the streets, and then you decided. So like, is that where, I guess, was it poor eating habits, not really prioritizing your health? You know, you were eating too much chopped cheese on the street. Like what led to what led to getting overweight and making, I guess, all these bad decisions?
Well, my mom worked a lot. Okay. So if it took more than 15 minutes to prepare it, we didn't eat it. So I grew up eating a lot of Kraft macaroni and cheese, ramen noodles, rice-a-roni, right? These high sodium, quick fix foods.
Oh, wow.
And we weren't dirt poor, but we definitely were on a strict budget. So, combine the lack of time with the lack of resources, that's our diet. And if you went to the bodega when I grew up, you couldn't even find a banana, let alone any healthy options.
Yes.
So I had no clue. I was oblivious to what healthy eating was.
People forget that, like, we're a little bit older, like being healthy and getting in shape and all other stuff. It didn't really hit mainstream until later on with the explosion of social media, guys. Like it was, people were not like getting in shape like that back then. And then you were there in the 90s. This is prior to Rudy Giuliani coming in and cleaning it up. It was right around that time.
So Mayor Dinkins was the mayor. When I was a kid, it was before Giuliani for sure. Yeah,
and that was when Brooklyn, because my dad was a cab driver in Brooklyn, man, and he got robbed. He got he's been assaulted. He got ran over before. So New York City was no joke in the 80s and 90s, guys. You know what I'm saying? Like all the top drug dealers were in New York City at the time. All the guys that they make the movies about, Paid in Full, etc. All New York gangsters. So
when you were in school, did they make fun of you when you were like a certain size or no?
I mean, I was involved in the gangs, so I didn't have anybody picking. I wasn't a bully. Let me put that out there. I wasn't a bully, but I didn't have people picking on me. No, I used to put hands on niggas. You're not gonna make fun of me.
I think that's something that a lot of people don't know, is that Brooklyn is definitely gang affiliated. They think, oh, well, it's like Compton. It's like, no, bro. There's still blood sets, Crip sets, all that. It's not the same as like the West, where it's as polarized, but like they have, I mean, if you want to bring it to contemporary time, I'm a fan of, Brooklyn drill myself. So like you got the Woos and Chews, right?
Facts.
You got the Pop Smoke squad, then you got the 22G squad, right? And I listen to both. I like both. But, it's crazy to see that even back then, it was still
It was. I think
Prominent.
it was way more prominent back then.
Oh, really? Okay.
Hell, yeah.
Even more than now.
Yeah. Listen, back in the 90s, like my mom, she didn't let us sit. If we got on the train, we couldn't sit by the door because the Bloods were cutting people's faces for initiation. Random people, just to get into the gang, you had to cut a random person's face. So there was a stream of people just getting their face sliced just sitting next to the door on the train.
Damn.
Yeah, it was like that. It was crazy. It was wild.
Damn. Yeah. No,
But let's not talk about this depression shit.
No. This is no. But I want the people to know like what led up to this because this is important because like people think, oh yeah, was it that dangerous? No, this was like one of the worst times to be living in New York City, guys. You know what I'm saying? Like when Giuliani came up, that was like I remember his like main campaign strategy was we're gonna clean up New York. He was the guy that was responsible for putting a lot of police officers out there with the the stop and frisk and being more police presence, having more police officers on the beat, making them walk the streets, more hiring a bunch of new police officers. So prior to that, guys, it was a very dangerous place to be. So okay, so cool. So you were bad decisions eating the chopped cheese, government cheese, all that stuff. And then it was like I guess because nutrition wasn't pushed like that. So and single mom, you said, right?
Yeah. So
okay.
I had a stepdad, but he wasn't really around. Let's say that my real father wasn't around, and so I would say it was a single parent household for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you ended up getting knocked up, like going to jail for a bit.
Locked up, not knocked up.
Sorry, I meant locked up. Yeah, you got caught up. You got caught up. My bad. Pause. My bad. So you ended up getting locked up. How much time did you end up doing?
Well, so I caught a felony after I graduated college, which is backwards, right?
Damn.
So my felony. So I got in trouble as a juvenile, but nothing serious. So when I caught it was a felony robbery charge.
Okay.
Right. Long story. It wasn't, oh my God, I'm trying to rob people. It was some ethics thing, right? It was about, it was an integrity thing. I guess I got to tell a part of this story.
No,
right
feel free,
no.
Yeah.
So here's the situation, bro. And whenever I tell this story, I make sure I let people know I'm not trying to justify what I did. Right? What I did was absolutely wrong. But I'm real big on code. I'm real big on ethics. Right? That's just I attach. I move a certain way, and I think all men should move a certain way. There's codes to follow. So quick version of the story. I'm online for some cement for the cement 3s. Right, or the 4s. I forgot which.
Jordan's guys he's talking about.
Yeah, so I'm online for some J's.
Retros.
Yeah. So it's the day they're dropping. I have a photo shoot because at the time I'm doing music, right? So this was
okay.
before me losing weight, right?
Okay. What year is this approximately so people
know?
So
this is 2012.
Okay.
This is 2012.
Okay.
I'm online for the shoes. Me and the dude are online for 4 hours. We get to the front of the line. He's first in line. I'm second in line. The Foot Locker worker comes outside and they say, we have one pair left. It's a size 13. The next person in line who wears a size 13 can buy the shoe. Mind you, me and this dude had been chopping it up for 4 hours. I knew his mother's maiden name pretty much, right?
This is in Brooklyn.
This is in Virginia.
Okay,
right?
So you're in Virginia.
So I'm in Virginia at this point. So I noticed that this dude wears a size 9. He lies and say, yo, I wear size 13. And he walks in the store and I'm looking at him like, bro, are you really about to do this? Like, he said the next person who wears a 13, which is me, that's my size, can buy the shoe. So it's my shoe. So
and I know people in the chat are probably confused, like, what the hell? Guys, understand that Jordans are very prone to reselling and hype beasts.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
The reason why that, and I just want to clarify, because they're probably like, well, how this? Like, dudes do that. They buy 2 to 3 pairs of the same shoe and resell it purposely at double or triple the price. The Jordans he's talking about, the Cement 3s, guys, are OG sneakers that everyone wants.
Yeah.
Okay. Retro Jordans have a lot of value. So that's that. So you guys have some context why the dude lied.
Yeah, so he lied. He was gonna resell, and my thing is like, and at that time I was really big into the sneaker culture.
Yeah,
like
everyone hates resellers.
Yeah, exactly,
Everybody.
Bro. I'm buying these to rock. Like, I should definitely have priority in purchasing these shoes.
Facts.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm looking at dude like, are you really about to do this?
Right.
He buys the shoes, and mind you, guys, I swear to my mother, if I had the cash in my pocket, because I was paying with my card, if I had the cash in my pocket, I would have threw the cash down as I took them from him, right? So he came out the store. I snatched the shoes from him, and I threw them in my car, and I left. They get it on camera. It's a felony robbery, and 2 weeks later, I'm on the news.
Damn.
Wanted. Felony robbery. Because at the time, there were a lot of people getting killed over sneakers.
Yeah.
So the police, especially in Virginia, there's not much going on in Virginia. I mean, shit, it is, but they made a big deal out of it.
Yeah.
Right.
If it happened in Brooklyn, it would have been another day.
It probably wouldn't have made. It would have never made the news.
Yeah,
if that happened in
it would've-
Brooklyn.
Yeah.
That would have never made the news.
Cost slipping, it could be done. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
So I end up getting locked up. I ended up not having to do time, right? But the judge looked me in my face, Myron, and he said, "I don't even have to put you in jail. Your life is over. Your life is over. Everything you've worked for up until this point is over. I don't need to put you in jail." And he said this was his first time ever not putting someone in jail for a felony robbery. But when I tell y'all that was the worst and the best thing to ever fucking happen to me.
Mm.
It was the wake-up call that I needed. Because prior to that, listen, again, I wasn't a bully, but I was very short-tempered and I didn't think about things in the moment, right? I would react, I would punch people, I would do stupid shit because that was dumb. Let me go on record right now and say it. What I did was dumb. It was absolutely dumb. But
I see where you're coming from.
It was an ethics thing.
I was a sneakerhead too.
Yeah.
Like, so I get it. Like, yo, you wait in line to get the J's. This is before, like, you know, being able to order the J's online and all this stuff. Like, you had a lot of the time for exclusives like that, you had to pull up at the store and get them right there and then. 7 in the morning, right before wake up, line forming.
It was crazy.
A bunch of hype beasts in there trying to get the shoes, and you wear a rare size. People don't know this. Again, I see where you come from because I wear a size 13 too. I collect Jordans as well back in the day. That's a hard size to find.
Absolutely.
And every store carries maybe 1 to 2 pairs of it, period. And the fact that this dude wears a 9, trying to take it.
Yeah.
How long were you in line for?
5 hours.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
We were in line from 4 a.m. The store opened at 9. Right. So yeah, bro. And that's that. I
get it.
Are they still doing the line thing nowadays?
Some people still. It depends on the sneakers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm out the
Like
sneaker
Yeezys,
game now. But
shit like that.
I wish
pretty
Trey were
much.
here. Trey would know a little bit more. But yeah, I mean, like, yeah, bro. Like those are shit like that. Like dudes are gonna fight because everyone hates resellers with a passion in the sneaker community, bro.
Exactly.
But now they do like a 2 shoe minimum. Sorry, maximum. So you can't buy more than 2 shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Real quick, super chats. Okay, so see, I told y'all this is gonna be a fire interview. Okay, we got Dirty Soup 426 $5 super sticker. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. We got Myron 5 Cap OG. Myron is Randy Orton and Fresh is Mark Henry. Okay, thank you. Myron 5 Cap OG again. The demon gonna have to apply to McDonald's now. These dudes. Nah, she doing good, bro. She working at one of the most popping clubs. Dirty Soup 426. My boy Myron and my boy Fresh. I love you guys. Keep doing what y'all doing. This is Chestnut Checkers. Absolutely.
Thank you,
Cold
bro.
World, 10 hours. OnlyFans bans adult content October 1st. Women will be looking real crazy now. All these those girls you had on your show making all this money. Hope they saved it. Love your stuff, Fresh and Fit. Don't worry, we got some beautiful ladies coming in tonight. We're gonna talk about that, guys, at 7 p.m.
tonight.
Mr. Wapo Sapo, $5. You vatos work harder than everyone out here. Orale. Hey,
you,
shout out
brother.
to you, man.
Big
Sky on
facts.
that way. Okay, and then Legends of Society 7, my brother Myron and Walter. This is a learning lesson. Stay humble. I have no doubt. Y'all climb back up the ladder. I know y'all still real. There's still the real 305 Gs.
Jeez.
Fresh made sure you get them hands up. All right, man. Brix was a huge, and this is from OS 320. Brix was a huge motivation, helped me big time during my fitness journey. Shout out to him and the Fresh Fit crew, ready for this fire collab. Fuck the haters, stay focused, keep grinding. Absolutely, bro. We're just gonna keep pumping out the content.
1, 2, 3. I'm dead. Hang, hang, hang.
Yeah.
Yo, Chris, one more time. Hang, hang. Shout out to 6ix9ine.
So okay, so you hit this turning point, right? So you never did jail time for that. He just what was he say, like probation?
I had to do
community service.
Yeah, I had to do 5 years probation, and that's a whole nother story. But let's move on. I had to do 5 years probation. Yeah.
Okay. And then so how did you bounce back from that?
All right. So this was the proverbial rock bottom moment for me.
Okay.
Right, because like I mentioned, I had just graduated college.
Right.
I had just gotten a decent job. Right.
What did you have? What was your major in college? Sorry.
Psychology.
Psychology. Okay.
Yeah. So I got a bachelor's degree in psychology, and because I was the only Crip nigga on the honor roll. Right? I threw C's, but I made B's. You feel me? Anyway, so I had a decent job. I was a therapeutic mentor, right?
Yeah.
I worked in the mental health space, and I lost my job. I have recently gotten a divorce from my kid's mom, so that pretty much sealed the deal, right?
So once you got that charge, they got rid of you.
I lost my job. I lost my car, right? Because I had to default on my payments.
Damn.
I lost my wife and my family at the same time. You feel me? My kid's mom started dating another dude around this time, you know. So I felt like my whole entire life had been snatched away from me.
Most people would end it right there and then.
And that's what I was feeling. I was in this dark place, bro. Like I was depressed. I was experiencing extreme anxiety. You know, I wanted to end it. Like I wanted to take my own life, bro. I had several nights, those dark nights of the soul, where I really contemplated taking my own life, bro. Damn. Yeah. And from that place, I felt like I had to do something to fucking take control of my life. I had to do something. I'm fat as hell, right? At the time, the doctor is telling me, you know, you're one Krispy Kreme donut away from having diabetes. They try to put me on blood pressure medication, right? So all of this is happening. My health is deteriorating, right? I'm feeling shitty as hell, physically, mentally, spiritually. And I'm thinking, okay, what can I do to take control of my life?
How big were you back then as far as weight?
I was 350. All right, so put it like this. The scale went up to 350. When I got on the scale, it gave me an error message. So I don't even know. I don't even know how much I fucking weighed. I could have been 375 for all I know. I was big as hell.
Holy crap.
Talk about a dark place, man.
Yeah.
Lost your job, lost your family, 350 pounds, health is deteriorating, convicted felon now, can't get a job. People that don't know, once you're convicted felon, it's death sentence, man, for getting a regular job.
It's a wrap. Yeah.
Bro, and then your girl to just find another dude.
She starts dating a fit dude, right? You know what I'm saying? With a good job.
Damn.
You know, at the time he's making more money than me. He's and it was a dude that I knew. Anyway, that's a whole nother subject.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. So yeah, it was just a messy situation for me.
Yeah.
Bro, it was just messy is not even the word, man. It was just dark, and I was just ready to end it all. And I'm like, okay, where can I put my energy, right? What place can I put my energy that can essentially fix everything? So I decided to transform my body. You know, after I fought past those demons that were trying to tell me to take my own life, and if it wasn't for my children, bro, dead ass, I don't think I would be sitting here right now. I don't think I would have had the strength to crawl out of that fucking dark hole.
Damn.
I was in a dark hole, bro. So yeah, so fitness was the thing that I clung on to for dear life in hopes that it would help me crawl out of this dark place. And that's exactly what it did. Yeah.
It's fucking real shit right there, man.
Yeah, man.
That's why I wanted the people to hear that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no doubt.
Because I don't want them to think like, oh, he's just another buff nigga with good genetics and you got in shape and all that. Like, no, man. Like, there's some serious adversity here, bro.
Yeah.
Real
quick.
Okay.
Because people are really feeling this story, man.
Yeah. Okay, Michael Webb, that's crazy. My dad was a cab driver too in NYC who was murdered in Brooklyn, gunshot. Yeah, bro. My dad got, man, yo, Brooklyn in the 80s and 90s was crazy, bro. Zone West, my condolences to you and your family. Zone West, keep up with the quality content, guys. Much love from Los Angeles. Shout out to LA. Shout out to our boy AD, No Jumper, Adam 22, all of them out there on the West Coast. Anthony Bostic. Subway finna have hella applications. Shout out to Kevin Samuels. Thank you. King Strick. I live in the Bronx on the 2 line, and I can tell you personally that New York is still like that. Yeah. It's yeah.
Kings Capone.
Kings Capone. Yeah, the Bronx still hasn't been gentrified yet. That's like the last stronghold. Kings Capone, all the way from Great Brand 10 Super Sticker. Thank you so much.
Waff.
Yeah, shout out to our boy. Theo Waff. I'm losing my weight. Keep on talking. Yeah, Theo, hit me up later after the show. Black Wolf Inc. $5. I was there too, bro. I was legit ready to jump off the bridge by the port of Miami in 2015.
Damn.
God is always there when you don't want anyone there. And guys, this is why we make the content that we make. Someone left a comment yesterday on one of our on our video with the ladies and said, "Yo, guys, don't ever stop what you're doing." Thank you, by the way, Krista. Don't ever stop what you're doing. We need this type of content. Y'all kept me from deleting myself. And that right there, bro, you guys don't understand. That's that's what makes me go to the gym 5, 6 in the morning after we do a show and I haven't slept. You know what I'm saying? Setting up the studio, giving you guys the best content because the storm will pass. You know what I'm saying? It's about, are we gonna let it pass and dance in the rain or cry about it? You know what I'm saying? So So guys, yeah, this is why this type of stuff is so important.
That story though, bro, like even for myself, like now the last piece for me is fitness, right?
Mhm.
And I'm not gonna lie, bro, being in the gym, feeling good about myself is way better than me thinking, you know what, I can do external things to make myself happy.
Mm.
But knowing that, you know what, end road might be better if I work on my fitness is powerful, man. So you're right.
So
100%.
so let's talk about how you did it. So you're in this rock bottom. You want to get in shape. You know, you see your life crumbling around you. You want to take control, because fitness, I've always said, is the one thing that you can control.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
So so what did you start doing? Did you start lifting weights? Did you start running? How'd you get about this? Change your diet? What did you do?
I was really extreme, and I tell people not to do what I did, right? I was in a very unique situation, you know, where it was do or die for me. And I threw all the food out in my house. I had a South Beach, oh damn, the irony of that. I had a South Beach diet book in my house. Don't know where the fuck it came from, right? And I just followed what that book said. It could have been any book. I would have just done whatever it said it to do, right? So there was a grocery list in there. I bought the groceries that was on that list, and I just started. That was the thing. I had struggled with my weight for years, bro. Like I'd been trying to lose weight for probably 10 years, failing. I was doing the Atkins diet. I was doing the soup diet. I did every diet under the sun. This time I'm like, okay, let me try this South Beach shit. And from then I just experimented with different nutrition. And as far as exercise, you know, I would lift weights, right? I would just, you know, I would get in the gym. I would look up YouTube videos. At the time, my homeboy, he had just started his own little private gym, like out of like a storage unit type deal. I would work out with him. He would like teach me some things, and then I would do a bunch of research. Bro, I did so much research. All I did was research. Like I was obsessed. I would read every book. I got my hands on every magazine, Men's Health, any piece of literature that talked about health and fitness, nutrition, exercise. I devoured it. And I would just try things, bro. I would do a lot of experimenting, and and I still do that to this day.
And for the people that aren't aware, South Beach diet is basically a low to no carb diet.
Yeah, pretty much.
It is. It's basically like kind of it's an Atkins diet, keto diet. They're all very similar, like low to no carb. So okay, so you started exercising, and this is what year now? This is what, 2013?
2013.
Okay.
Yep.
And then you said we're discussing before. So you started documenting everything.
Process.
At this point, were you like, I'm gonna make a YouTube channel, or were you doing just personally documenting it just for your own records?
I remember it like it was yesterday, bro. March 1st, 2013. I woke up and I felt something snap. Like I don't know what it was, but I just decided that I was sick and tired of being the person that I was at that up until that point. I was no longer going to be that person. So I felt something snap, and then I just had this idea to make sure I document it, because I already had the vision for my body, bro. I had the vision. It was clear as day. And I pull out a camera, bro, and I told myself this everything that I'm living right now, it felt historic for me, for my life.
Yeah.
So I just started documenting. There was no thoughts of YouTube at the time. I just felt that I was going to do something amazing, right? I felt it in my spirit. And I said, yo, I need to document this. So I started documenting it. It was going to be for a documentary, but the thought of YouTube didn't happen until 2016. Right. So at first it was just for me to personally document things, but I've always kind of been that type of person.
So was your first workout March 1st, 2013? That was your first workout?
That was my first workout. My first workout was March 1st, 2013.
That's awesome.
And I remember it like it was yesterday. And I got video footage of that very first workout.
Were you watching YouTube fitness videos and around that time? You
Nah,
weren't?
no. I had nothing. I had no idea.
You were just reading magazines and all that?
Magazines and books, and that was it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn.
And here's the before and after.
Yeah, this is the before and after right here, guys. We're going to show you of so photo on the left that was taken in what I'm assuming 2013, 2012.
Yeah, well that was probably like 2011, that photo.
Okay, on the left.
Yeah.
And then the one on the right is from
20. That's 2016.
That's crazy, bro.
Yep. 2016.
That's a 5-year transformation between the two, man. Fantastic.
So the before picture I was 350 plus, and that after picture I was 207.
Damn.
Yeah. No, that's awesome, guys. If that's not motivation right there, man, that's hey, man.
I'm motivated as hell right now. God damn.
Yo, Fresh, you could do it, bro. Because here's the thing about people who are successful in every other areas of your life. You are hardwired. You just gotta transfer that energy that you put into being successful with everything else into yourself. You just gotta transfer the energy. You already have what it takes. You know the principles because all the principles apply. The same principles that built this successful podcast is the same principles that will build your successful, sexy ass body, bro. Pause. You feel me?
Yeah.
No bullshit. It's the same thing, bro. You just gotta transfer that energy.
No, it's facts. Absolutely. Yeah. It's all the mindset creates everything. You know what I'm saying? Like a winner's mindset is a winner's mindset, regardless of the arena that he's in. Whether it's a boardroom, whether it's a gym, whether it's wherever it is, that tenacity extends far beyond. That's why I'm such a fan of fitness, because you're able to take that discipline that you get from fitness, conquer yourself, get yourself right, and then from there you take that mindset and apply it to other endeavors in life. And
it's the foundation, basically.
How you do anything is how you do everything. Straight up.
So 2016 hits. You get the idea. So did you find another job in this time, or were you unemployed, or were you doing other things to make ends meet?
I had to go back to the streets.
Okay, you went back. Okay.
Yeah.
So
by default, I didn't want to, obviously, at that point I had decided not to, because I went to college and I graduated college and I had a good job. But at that point, bro, I got 2 kids.
Of course. Yeah. So
and that's all I knew. That's the default. Oh shit.
Support.
You gotta hit the streets.
So 2013 from 2016, you're doing your thing. You got to make the money. And then 2016 that's when you started YouTube. Can you tell us about that? How you started it up? What motivated you or inspired you to start the YouTube channel?
Yeah. So I lost most of the weight the first year and a half. Right. So 2014, that's when I decided to start studying for my personal training certification. Right. So
what cert did you end up getting? NASM.
NASM.
Okay.
Yeah. I got the NASM cert. So 2015, I get certified, and I'm building clientele. I'm living in LA at the time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All
so
right.
I moved to LA in 2014.
Okay. So Brooklyn to Virginia. You catch the case in Virginia.
Moved to LA. Yeah.
Okay.
Crazy story about that. But anyway, so I moved to LA in 2014. I get certified in 2015. And I start building up my clientele. So at the time, bro, I'm applying at Equinox.
Equinox.
Equifax.
Equinox. Yeah.
Credit score.
Yeah, exactly. So I get hired there. I get hired at Gold's Gym Hollywood. Right. They both pull my criminal history, and then I end up not being able to keep the job. Right. And it was my dream at this point to just work. I would have done it for free. Damn. I just wanted to be a personal trainer, bro. I wanted to share what I've learned, during my personal journey with people, right? So I couldn't get a job. I ended up getting hired by a small private fitness company where I lived in Hollywood, right? I used to have to teach a boot camp class in Pasadena at 5 a.m. I didn't have a car, right? Damn. So I would have to ride a bike to the train to a bus, right? It would take me 2 hours to get to Pasadena by 5 a.m. to teach one class, make $20, and then go back home. So I would spend 4 hours commuting to make $20. I was hungry, bro. I wanted an opportunity to train. That job actually was costing me, right? So that was my first job. Anyway, so damn. Because we're gonna get to how YouTube's happened.
Take your time, bro.
Yeah,
the people need to hear this, man.
This is crazy, bro.
We'll take as long as we need for this interview, bro. They need to hear this. Like, this is.
I appreciate that.
Yeah,
no doubt. So I kind of did that for 7 months. I ended up getting shout out to Jessica from the YMCA in Koreatown. She gave me a shot, bro. I had 4 interviews with different gyms. I sat down. The first thing I said is, "Hey, ma'am, I have a felony. But I promise you, if you hire me, it will be the best thing you've ever done for this gym." Right. So she gave me a shot, and I'm still super grateful to her to this day.
Shout out to her, man.
Yo, Jessica, she changed my life, man. She gave me a shot. So at the time, I'm still doing the boot camp classes in Pasadena. I got a boot camp class in Silver Lake, and then I'm doing one-on-one training at the YMCA. So at the time, like I told you guys, I have 2 kids. My daughter my kid's mom called me one day. She's like, listen, because I'm doing the long distance dad thing, right? I'm flying back whenever I can
to New York.
To Virginia. So
they
they
were
were
in
in Virginia.
okay.
Yeah, because that's where we went to college.
Okay.
Right.
That's
That's how
you
we
met your girl in college.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. We met in high school, but we went to college together.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So anyway, so I had to. We had a real talk, and she's like, listen, your daughter needs you here. You know, she's starting to act out in school, this and the third. I need you to come back to Virginia. And I'm like, fuck, okay. You know, so I everything I had built in LA, I had to sacrifice that, move back to Virginia, right? Start over from scratch. I don't have a crib. I don't have matter of fact, the gym owner, I was training out of a private gym in Virginia Beach. And this is probably the first time he's gonna hear this. I was sleeping in his gym. No one even knew this, but for the first 3 months when I moved back to Virginia, I'm sleeping in the gym. I'm trying to rebuild my clientele, and I'm doing all this, right? So I finally get back on my feet after maybe 6 to 8 months back in Virginia. I build up my clientele. I rent a room. I get a car, and I came back so I can be there for my kids. But you know, trainers' hours, bro.
Yeah.
4 a.m. till about 11.
Yep.
And then afternoon hour. So I'm missing all my kids' basketball games. I'm missing recitals. I'm missing plays. And I'm like, no, this can't be it. Like, this can't be it. At the time, the online coaching thing was emerging.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, okay, how can I build an online coaching business, right? Because this shit is for the birds. I don't want to be in the gym. Like my passion for fitness was dying with that schedule, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I said, okay, how can I build an online coaching program? At the time, Gary Vee is in my ear, bro. Gary Vee is saying, yo, you want to establish yourself as an expert in the space by teaching people things, right? So I didn't have money for a camera. I didn't know how to edit. I didn't know shit, Myron, at all. I didn't know anything. So I said, okay, I just set up my camera and I started making these cringy ass tips videos, right? They were horrible, like horrible. And slowly, you know, I probably made 3 tips videos, terrible videos. And then I had an idea to put a transformation video together. I didn't think much about it. Because I didn't know what I was doing. I just kind of took some of that footage that I was telling you guys that I was gathering from the beginning.
Yeah.
I slapped it together in like a 3 or 4 minute video. I did a voiceover, one take, and I posted it. I didn't think anything about it, right? I woke up the next day, the fucking video had like 20,000 views. And I'm like, holy shit. Because at the time, none of my videos had more than 200 views, right? This video had 20,000 views.
Back in the day, that's a lot of views.
Hell
When it came back in the day, that's a lot of views.
So this is 2016. You upload your first video.
Yeah. So I'm like, oh, okay, this is cool. And then slowly the video went viral, right?
Which video was it?
The transformation video, the video where I'm telling my transformation story. It went viral, and then all of a sudden now I'm getting 1,000 subscribers a day.
Nice.
And I'm like, yo, holy shit, what is happening? And these people are asking me for certain videos. They're asking me for vlogs. I didn't even know what a vlog was, bro. So I'm like, okay, shit. All right, I felt it. This is an opportunity, and I started doing a lot of research on the culture of YouTube at the time, bro. Like I told you, I didn't watch YouTube. I didn't know what was going on the platform, and I started vlogging. I taught myself how to edit. Bro, I didn't know how to turn on an SLR, let alone edit a video, right? So I went to YouTube University. I taught myself how to use Final Cut Pro, you know, and the rest is pretty much history. It wasn't easy at all, man, but I had to I taught myself. I looked up, guys, I told you this last night when we went out to eat. I looked up vlogging and I seen Casey Neistat. I'm like, holy shit. OG. So I'm out in the street trying to set up my camera, and bro, it was wild, right? But I was giving the people what they wanted. I tried to be as consistent. I tried to give as much value as possible. Right. And now 5-6 years later, man, we're probably going to hit 1 million subs this year.
And I'm going to say this. I've always said it, and I'll repeat it one more time for the people out there that don't know. Vlogging is probably one of the hardest ways to grow on YouTube, man, because you got to film damn near every day. You got to film everything you do. You got to come up with content ideas. You got to film yourself, which, like, you guys got to understand, when you're filming yourself and walking around the world, like, people look at you like, what's wrong with you, bro? Or you can't record in here or whatever. So, like, you always have to be cognizant of what you're doing, man. So it's a very tough way to grow, man. So anyone that I see like build up a vlog channel, I already know that they put in
Yeah,
crazy
it's a
work.
grind. It's definitely
It's a
grind.
huge grind, man.
Yeah.
And to put it out consistently. Any number chats here, Chris? Or
Yeah, 1 second.
okay, we'll pull up some super chats here, man. I know people are loving this story, man.
Yeah, this is like
Um,
life changing, man, bro.
yeah.
Like if you had an excuse to not make it in life or not work on yourself,
you
bro,
have
like,
every excuse, bro.
that right there should shatter all your beliefs, bro. Because like that's some really hard stuff, man. Like
Yeah, thanks.
props to you, bro, for coming out of that.
Namandi the athlete, I'll always be here. I don't care if you guys have 100 subs. I'll always stay here. You guys made me actually happen to be a man. Thank you, bro. I appreciate
Thank you, brother.
that,
We
man.
got y'all, man.
Night Commander, $5. I'm retired military. Been there after my injuries. I lost so much respect, brother. Much humble respect to you. God is good. A lot. Yeah, so much. Yeah, I lost a lot. Yep. No, thank you so much, Jim Joe. Everybody deserves a chance to correct themselves. That's how we learn. Let's not feed into the cancel culture. Hopefully you guys can reconcile over liquor and cigars. Looking back, laughing at this. Hey, man, it is what it is. Kings Capone, $10. I remember Fresh telling the story of coming from Barbados and working at Chick-fil-A, seeing a sport car pull up and thinking, why not me? Seeing her growth, I'm looking at y'all and saying, why not me? Also, apps. So
Got to,
fucking
bro,
That's
got
how you
to.
got to look at it.
Why not you?
Timius Maximus, all the way from Australia, $10. Thank you so much for that super sticker. Theo Waff, what's his YouTube? Miami and Myron gonna get my body right. Absolutely, bro. It's Brix Fitness, guys.
Yep.
All his links are gonna be below. So definitely go subscribe to his YouTube channel. And then we got Secret with the super sticker. Keep it up with the emoji. Thank you so much for that,
guys.
man. Appreciate all the support, guys. So okay, so you upload your first video, your videos, and then you get this video of you transforming goes viral. Then what happens?
Yeah, so at that point, I'm like, okay, how can I capitalize off this, right?
Mhm.
Well, that's not even true, to be honest, bro. It wasn't like, how can I capitalize? I wish I would have thought, how can I capitalize on that? Because initially, I was super passionate about sharing everything that I know. I didn't know the business of YouTube
Right.
at the time, right? So it was just giving away value, giving away information, giving away my life to people and not asking for anything in
For free.
return, right? At all, right? It was just like give.
Gary Vaynerchuk had a book called
Jab,
left
right hook or some shit like that.
left hook,
One of those
yeah.
hands, right or left.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah. Jab, right hook. Jab, right hook. Free value.
Yeah.
Pitch a sale, you know.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah, but I'm a hood nigga. You know, I don't know anything about digital marketing. I don't know
Yeah.
anything about how to build funnels or
Yeah.
any of that stuff,
Yeah.
right? So
Facts, yeah.
at this time, it's like, okay, I'm just making content, and later on, I'm figuring out, okay, I was getting coaching clients at the time, but that was it. I mean, but there was only but so many coaching clients that me and my shorty can take on.
and hours in a day.
Yeah, absolutely. So, but eventually the pieces started coming together, and I started building a team, which is way later down the line. I'm actually just really starting that maybe within the last year and a half, where I
Wow.
started building out my team.
Shout out to William.
Yeah, my man Willie, man, has been a pivotal piece for sure. Shout out to Kadeem. He's helping us with the production right now, and I'm blessed,
You
bro.
got the squad in the studio.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Squad.
For sure. So I've been blessed, man. I've attracted and I've aligned myself with people who have supported me and who have taught me some things that are now putting me in a way better position. You feel me? Like I'm in a way better position now, man. But I've learned so much over the years, and the part where I was just giving, man, I wouldn't go back and undo that part, right? Because I think I have this amazing bond with my audience. They
Yeah.
trust me.
Bam.
They know my heart, bro. They know why I'm here. They know I'm not here to just take money from them. They know I'm here because I care and I want to see. Listen, bro, I crawled out of that dark hole, and now YouTube is me throwing the rope down. I want to throw the rope down, bro, and pull people up. That's it. That's
Now
what
look,
I'm trying to do on YouTube.
If you gave up back then when you were down and out, think of how many lives you would never have touched.
Yeah, I know.
If you gave up.
Yeah,
That's
man.
crazy, bro.
Yeah. I'm appreciative. Super grateful,
That's
bro.
fucking deep, man.
He adds
I came out of the dark hole and threw a rope back down.
He's adding so much value, bro, that like people say, you know what? Damn, I could do it too.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
Someone called me a hope dealer the other day. I thought that was dope. You went from
Yeah.
a dope dealer to a hope dealer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, man, that's fucking fantastic. So,
Brix, what is your fitness routine, man? Because obviously you're in shape, bro. Like,
Yeah.
what do you do on a day-to-day basis to?
Actually, bro, I switch it up a lot. I'm not married to one modality, and I like to keep things interesting. You know, I like variety. So right now, You know, I'm doing because I was working with Chris Jones, right? I hired Chris Jones as my coach recently.
Shout out to Chris Jones.
Because I'm a
man.
big advocate for people hiring coaches,
Yeah.
right? And I
Mentors.
practice what I preach. You feel what I'm saying? Chris knows a lot more about bodybuilding than I do.
Mhm.
And so just to show my audience that, yo, listen, I'm not just telling y'all to hire coaches. I hire coaches too. I have business coaches. I have financial coaches. I hired a fitness coach, even though I'm a certified personal trainer.
I think that's a huge misconception people don't understand is that the top athletes, top bodybuilders have a coach every single time because it takes so much mental drain to create your own routines, create your own calories, figure out all that stuff. If you just have a coach that tells you just do this, do that, you follow a plan and you just focus on doing the work versus creating the outline to do the work. It goes, anyone that's an Olympia winner, they had a coach. Anyone that's that's an athlete, whatever it is, a high-level athlete, they always have a mentor and or a coach to some degree, even if they're really good themselves, because you don't want to waste mental energy on creating the plan.
And also, you don't know everything. Think about this, right?
Facts, yeah.
You might know a certain level and then you plateau. Then what's next? But your mentor or coach, they know way more than you. They can bring you to the next level. So it's powerful, man.
For sure.
I guess since you mentioned Chris, man, for those of you guys, the guys that don't know, he's mentioning Chris Jones from Physiques of Greatness, aka Pumpchasers, YouTube fitness OG, who I am a fan of. I respect his content, guy. Man. I've been watching him since like 2012, 2013. For the OG fitness YouTubers out there, you guys already know, the Ghetto Spatula days, all that other stuff. What was it like? When did you meet him, and what was that like working with him?
So I flew out to Dallas, I think it was about 6 weeks ago, for the first time. And that was the first time I met Chris, right? And I met Chris by purchasing a coaching package. That's how I initiated the relationship. I wanted to link up with Chris. I said, okay, let me support Chris. Let me put some money in his pocket because I feel like that's how you do it. You know, you feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, and when I flew into Dallas, I linked up with him. It was love, bro. He is a genuine dude. Chris is a real one. Chris is a real one. You know, he took good care of us while we were there. He made the experience and the trip amazing, bro. So shout out to Chris Jones, man. That's my dude for sure.
Yeah, and I think that's why he was able to build such a loyal audience because people were him from the beginning. I remember he had a similar come up where, like, he was also doing the personal training thing, broke, couldn't afford stuff, recording on a cell phone just to start out, and then he just worked his way up, and we all saw the grind. And I remember watching him like come up, and it was really satisfying to see.
Yeah.
So, and you did an interview with him, right? Because I actually found your channel through him, and then I saw that you had done an interview. What was that podcast like? Because he talked about things he's never talked about before.
That was actually his very first podcast interview. He had never done a podcast interview.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. So it was just a real ass conversation between two real ones. You feel me? And that's the energy that I wanted to capture in that interview, man, because Chris had been going through some adversity, man, like the whole situation with him and Denise.
Yeah.
And he had some demons that he was wrestling with. And we had a real ass conversation about that. And I can relate because as you guys, heard from my story, I know what it's like to, wrestle with those demons, man. So it was a refreshing conversation, man. And I feel like it was important for people to feel that energy.
And I'll tell you this, man, one thing that was crazy was that I didn't know that he had been in prison multiple times. I didn't know that.
That was the first time he had ever spoken about it in the public.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he'd never talked about that before.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
on like the outside, he was fairly clean. You knew that he had dealt with some adversity, but you didn't know to that level. And then I know his boy Sock came out, and that's like one of my favorite videos. His boy did a bunch of time in prison, guys. For some of you guys that don't know, go check out his channel, Pumpchasers. His boy came out of prison, and he bought him a Corvette.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And when he came home, got him a Corvette, put him on the team, got him clothes, all that, man. And I was like, damn.
Yeah, he a real one, man. Chris is a real one.
His childhood friend that's spent quite a bit of time. So, okay, so I'll read some of these real quick. Okay, we got Sudi Tootie. Seeing light despite the dark cloud of mental health shadow. Love to hear. Almost took my life in high school before. Tough life would never get better. After taking back seriously. I'm sorry, Chris, I can't see it. After taking track seriously, I'm about to graduate uni with a 6-figure job and being nationally ranked in 200 meters. Yo, awesome. That's what's up to you, bro. And that's what's up, man. Don't give up, guys.
Salute.
And then that Thrano, always here, just checking in, gang, $10. Appreciate that, man.
So I'm curious, man. So obviously, you had that crazy transformation. You were definitely out of shape. Now you're in shape. how has it been for you dating then versus now?
Yeah. That's a good question, man. It's definitely different, right? That's the obvious thing. To be honest, I never had trouble getting women, right? That was never really one of my struggles, and I'm appreciative of that. But the type of women that I'm involved with, right, post weight loss is totally different, right?
Yeah.
The caliber of woman, the type of woman that I attract is different. But I'm the same dude, bro. Like, because my personality was the thing back then, and it's still. I mean, the aesthetic is a bonus, right? But yeah, I mean, it's totally different, man. But I'm also in this season when I got fit, I was focusing on building my business. So I wasn't doing a bunch of dating, bro. Like, to be honest, I'm not. I mean, don't get me wrong. But most of my life, 90% of my life is focused on family and building my business. So
Yeah. As it should be.
Your focus.
Women are a waste of time. We say it on the show all the
waste
time,
of energy, bro.
Yeah, man. Like,
I actually just came off of I'm actually 96 days in monk mode, right?
oh shit. Okay.
No orgasms, no television, no alcohol. So the goal was to do 90 days. So 90 days just passed maybe like 5 days ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
You know what's funny? Every guy we know that's successful has made a way for themselves, took time off for girls, bro. They took maybe 6 months, a year, 2 years, but in that period of time, they transform into something even greater.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. It was one of the best things I've ever done for myself.
Yeah. It's, and this is kind of like the catch-22. Like, I've always noticed when I'm getting the most girls, I'm like slacking the most with work and making the least money. But when I'm making the most money and being the most successful, I got the least girls. And it's very difficult to balance both, man, because unfortunately, like, dealing with women takes a lot of time, bro.
Spinning plates?
Yeah.
It takes a lot of energy, a lot of time. It's crazy. I don't know how people are productive, especially entrepreneurs. How are you an entrepreneur and spinning plates? I don't know how you do it.
Bro, when I was broke, it's 3 to 5 a day. Yeah. Now I was maybe 1, if that much.
Yeah.
It's crazy, bro.
I don't even know. I don't know anyone that's like spinning crazy plates, smashing a bunch of chicks, and still successful.
Nah.
Like,
no.
most of the guys I know that are like killing it, they either have a steady girlfriend or like 1 or 2 steady girls, whatever it is, but they're like prioritizing the work first.
And it's funny, guys think like, yeah, I want all these girls, bro. No, you don't. It's a freaking headache.
Yeah.
No,
it's a headache, bro.
No.
Dealing with just one could be a headache.
Hell yeah.
3 or 4.
Yeah. And here's the other thing too. We talked about this yesterday with running sugar game, so you don't have to end up tricking for girls. The thing is you got to use so many different facets to source the girls. You got to use online dating, sugar sites, Instagram, cold approach, day, night, social circle game, all this other stuff. And it's like you're using all these methods. It takes time. And then on top of that, you got to whittle down these leads to which girls want to smash you. So it's like, I'm not telling you guys not to go ahead and pursue girls, but what I am saying is that be aware that it's going to take a significant amount of your time. So I agree, taking a monk mode period of time to really focus on yourself, whatever, so you can build that foundation, then get back out there. That's one thing, but
and then it's super easy, man. Your energy switches when you're not in the mode where you're like seeking women, bro. Listen, like, since I've started monk mode, when I walk into a room, you feel the eyes, bro. You feel the attention, right? More women than ever in my life are starting conversations with me in the gym or in the bookstore, or whatever the case may be, bro. It's just because my energy is different when I'm in this headspace.
Bro, what got you into RP content? Like this type of content?
This sector of the internet.
How'd you find this type of content?
Yeah, that's an interesting story. So I've been a guy, man, who've been blessed with always having what I like to call the 3 to 5 percentile type of woman in my life.
Okay.
I've always attracted queens, bro.
Okay.
They're very far and few in between. Let's be very clear, right?
Yeah, they're rare.
They're very, very, very rare.
The holographic Charizard.
Yeah.
Or Cement 3 Jordans.
Exactly. But I've typically always had those very supportive, strong women in my life until I didn't. Until I ran into one who, and let me not make this sound like I'm trying to attack her character, because she's an amazing woman as well, but she was a feminist, right? And yeah, and a self-proclaimed feminist. Exactly. The feminist who wore a feminist chain, who probably at this point has a feminist tattoo, right?
Damn.
Heavy on the feminist vibes, right? At the time, bro, I'm green about the whole thing.
This is not your baby's mother, right?
No,
so
no,
that we
no,
can
no,
clarify
no.
for the people.
No.
Around what time were you dating this chick?
This was
L.A., Virginia, New York.
Recently, right?
Yeah, recently, within the last 2 years.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, within the last 2 years. Because mind you, guys, we spoke about this yesterday. I had 100 bodies before I even knew what game was.
Okay, yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I didn't think anything
You were
about that.
You were natural.
Yeah,
Like
I guess that's what they call it, right?
Yeah.
So I met her. She was a hardcore feminist, and it was a wake up call for me, bro. It was a wake up call for me because, mind you, I didn't know what feminist was. I looked it up. Matter of fact, she showed me, right? She goes, this means you believe in equality for men and women. I'm like, oh shit, that sounds cool. Yeah. Go feminism, right? I didn't know shit.
Yeah.
I didn't know anything, right?
She got you with the
like,
fucking Pennywise joke. Hey, feminism, it's all about equality, Georgie.
Exactly.
Yo.
Come on in.
It's like, I'm learning something new. This is awesome.
Yeah.
No,
Reach
it's
your
not.
hand in that fucking sword. Oh shit.
So pretty much that what happened, right? So let's fast forward the details of that, right?
Yeah.
That situation ends, and I'm like, holy shit, what the fuck was that?
How long did it last?
It was about 7 months.
Oh damn. Tolerated for that long?
Yeah, bro.
Yo.
Yeah, it was about 7 months, and after that, I'm like, yo, fuck women.
I'm out of here.
Yo, I'm done, bro. Like I'm done. And that's when I discovered your content. That's when I discovered AMS. That's when I discovered all these dudes. And I'm like, holy shit. Why didn't I know this stuff?
Shout out to Alpha Male Strategies.
Shout out to
man.
AMS, man.
Yo, like Alpha Male Strategies guys, he a real one, bro.
One.
He contacted us
Multiple times
during this whole thing, bro. And he, you know what I'm saying? He was like, yo, guys, just fuck the drama. Keep making the content that people love.
Straight up.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So shout
Good
out to
advice.
AMS, man.
Shout
You
out
guys
to
gonna see him
AMS.
on the show soon, man. So shout out to the OG, man.
And we're going to Atlanta soon as well.
And we will be going to Atlanta as well, guys. So check that. Stay tuned for that. But okay, so AMS, us. Do you watch anyone else in this corner of the internet as well, or?
I mean, yeah. So at that time, I was consuming it all, bro. Rich Cooper.
Okay.
Yeah. That's pretty much who I was consuming. You would do these. You would be a part of these like panels.
Yeah.
I
Rollo
remember.
Tomasi,
Yeah, Rollo. Yeah, Rollo.
I was Rollo Tomasi.
Yeah, and I read his book.
Okay.
During that time,
The
right?
Rational
The Rational Male. Yeah, Rational Male was definitely an eye-opening read for me, and that's kind of how I discovered. The
he
RP
connected
world.
a lot of dots for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I had read the Mystery Method, and like that established like why using pickup and everything makes you attractive, but I didn't know like the biological hardwiring to a deep degree of why women do the things that they do. And Rollo like breaks it down in his book. Guys, if you don't have it already, man, at this point, all of y'all should have read the Rational Male if you're watching this podcast.
I done bought that book for at least 20 people.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
20 dudes. Like it's a great book. I think all men should read it for sure.
Yeah.
It's like a guidebook to understand women.
Yeah, listen to it on Audible, guys. If you hate reading, like me personally, I ain't gonna lie, I hate reading, but I'll listen to a book on Audible. You know,
How tall is Brix?
I'm 6'1".
I know they're probably gonna want your stats. 6'1". How much do you weigh now?
I'm about 210 right now.
Yep.
Are you also a natty?
100%.
100% natty for the people out there, because I know that question's gonna come up. Yo, are you natty, bro? And then we
natty.
got so I'll read these up real quick. Rise Superstar. Root Superstar. Shout out to Brix Fitness. I discovered him through the Just Another podcast. So shout out to Deem in the studio. Thank you so
Kadeem,
much,
what up,
bro.
Kadeem?
All right.
My man Kadeem in here.
And then we got a big 100 super chat from our boy
Daniel
Daniel Rivera, bro. Thank you.
Nice
Nice to see you guys having Brix Fitness telling his inspirational story. This is very important for the audience. You guys definitely need more guests like this. Reach out to David Goggins. It'll inspire the Fresh Fit fam to get in shape. Absolutely.
Hold on, you made a video about
Yeah.
yeah.
And that I think people definitely misunderstood
Yeah.
the video, right? We could talk about that if you
let's
want.
do it. Clarify it.
All right. So here's the thing, bro. When I was fat, I remember coming across certain content that would make me feel like I wasn't doing enough in the gym. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's pretty much all out, because that content isn't for everyone.
Yeah, it's not.
Right? It's not for everyone. If you're in this place where you don't have a good relationship with exercise, you're in the courting stages of exercise, I don't think having that go hard, go home mentality serves that person.
You can't force it.
No, you can't.
Because you can hurt yourself.
Exactly. And that's all I was pretty much saying in that
Right.
video. I love David Goggins. For people like me, I need somebody yelling at me like David Goggins. I can handle it. I got the mental toughness, right? But a lot of people, a lot of men, they're not there yet. And that's pretty much all I was trying to say with that video.
It's funny. My trainer now, Jose, right? He's like, yo, you can go in the gym and go hard. But the thing is, you need the foundations first. Because if you go too hard in the beginning, what's going to happen is either you might hurt yourself or you don't learn the fundamentals that you need from the very beginning.
And think about it like this too, Fresh. If you right now aren't consistent in the gym, if you start going to the gym now and you're doing 100 burpees and the experience is this like gut wrenching, you're not having fun. It's like, whenever you think about going back to the gym, you get this pit in your stomach. Yeah. You think that's going to help you be consistent?
Nah,
absolutely not. And you don't need to do that in order to lose weight or whatever, right? I think people need to have this courting process with the experience of exercise, right? Where you do things that are going to allow you to build a bond with the experience. And initially, that is, and this is why my motto is consistency over intensity. You don't want to prioritize big intensity. Facts. You can't go hard in the beginning. Build the foundation, build the relationship with the experience, and then add the intensity later.
Damn, that's powerful.
Consistency plus time equals success.
Yes, sir.
That's like the tried and true principle, whether it's
and fitness, you can apply that to anything. Exactly. 100%.
Because I think one of the biggest things, because as a fitness guy as well, I think one of the biggest mistakes guys make when they first start out, you mentioned it earlier, is they go way too hard in the beginning. They put themselves on 1,000-calorie diet. They don't eat carbs anymore. They drink a little bit of water. They go to the gym 3 times per day. They do it for 7 days a week. And when you do that, what you're basically doing is you're quickly going to burn out, and then you're not going to be able to sustain it. I always say a sustainable plan, whether it's diet, training, whatever it is far better than an optimized one. So even if the optimization is down a bit,
I like that.
I'd rather you go to the gym more consistently, because consistency beats everything else.
Every time.
So
every
yeah,
time.
Man. So can you tell us a little bit about your current training split right now? What are you doing as far as like, are you predominantly just focusing on bodybuilding? I know you mentioned that you talked with Chris. Are you trying to compete?
Yeah. No, so I'm not going to compete. I like to do different modalities because I like pushing myself mentally. Right. So Chris had me on this crazy high volume program, bro.
Like 50 sets of workout
bro,
and shit. Yeah.
I'm in the gym for 2 hours every day. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck is this? This is crazy. Damn. So I've been doing more, like I'll do a push-pull day. I do, so I switch it up, right? So sometimes I'll do a chest day on Monday, right? We know that, right? Chest day Monday, right?
Like they never.
Yeah. Facts. But for real, like I said, guys, since I stopped working with Chris, I stopped working with Chris 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
I'm in this period right now where I go in and I just do whatever I feel.
Mix it up. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. You were working with him when you were on monk mode.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay.
So I came out of that.
Really focused.
Yeah. So right now it's just like, yo, how am I feeling? Like right now I'm doing like I'll do a push, pull, legs, push, pull, legs. That's pretty much the split right now.
That's it. Yeah. I mean, guys, and I talked about this on. I have a fitness playlist, guys. Like all the studies show. Shout out to Brad Schoenfeld. You know what I'm saying? You want to always work a muscle group at least 2 times per week at this point. The split body parts, like, one body part a day. That was cool back in the day, but like if you're a natural athlete like us, for example, frequency is your friend. You know what I'm saying? And like sparing out that volume.
Cool. What advice would you give to somebody to start YouTube to be successful?
For one, I think you have to identify what it is about you and what you're offering that is unique in the space, and really double down on that. Focus on consistency, right? We spoke about consistency. Consistency is super important. Also, pay attention to what people are, like how people, a lot of it is experimenting in the beginning, right? Because I get a lot of creators who ask me, like, how do I get started? Don't overthink it, right? Don't try to have the best production. Just go.
Just hit record.
Just go and post. It's going to be cringy. You're going to hate probably the whole first year of your content. You're probably going to hate it. So just expect that and figure out, like I said, what is unique. And really make it about serving people, right? In some way or shape or form. Yeah. Make sure that you are doing this for them, right? Because people feel your energy, right? People know, they feel that y'all are trying to make men better, right? They resonate with your stories, right? They resonate with who you are, like your identities and your past. They feel that. So just be genuine. Be genuine, man. That's definitely a piece of advice I would give.
And then
go ahead.
Last one here. So becoming successful now is kind of similar, but like what's this to like a young guy saying, you know what? How to become like Brix and be successful in my own right?
I mean, everyone has their own definition of success, right? So if we're talking about financial success, or like what type of success are we talking about?
In terms of like, let's say for example, they want to be an engineer, they want to be a software developer, they want to be into fitness. What's one thing that they need to focus on? You would say from your experience.
All right, for them to know themselves, right? Focus on really getting to know yourself. I feel like that's a foundation that you can. If you don't know who you are and your purpose, right? That word gets thrown around a lot, but figure out what your purpose is, and then what are your natural abilities, right? Sometimes your natural abilities aren't the things that you may want to do, right? So sometimes, you know, for me, like I have good genetics. I'm not even gonna lie. I definitely have good genetics, and that's one of the signs for me that fitness is a part of my purpose, right?
There you go.
Because
I look at it. I like that.
You feel what I'm saying?
God-given gift. Yeah.
Yeah. So those are some pieces of advice, man. Get to know yourself. Figure out why were you created? What are you here for? Like, what's unique about you that there's value for you to give to the world, and find a way to do that genuinely.
Bam.
I would say this: maximize your gifts, mitigate your weaknesses. You know, like there's some guys that y'all just got a low metabolic capacity. You can't eat 3,000 calories. You can't lose weight on 3,000 calories. You need to be eating 2,000, whatever it is. But you can know that and then just adjust your diet accordingly. Have very voluminous foods that fill you up. You know, your lean meats, your vegetables, your fruits, etc., and work around it. So
my man said voluminous. This guy's vocabulary is popping.
Because I did something similar where I got fat on purpose in 2015, and then I lost the weight in 2016. And what I did was, and me and you were chopping it up about this, like I lost the weight in about 7 months, but I did it through like meticulously tracking my calories. And what I learned about myself was when I start getting into lower body fat levels, like I need to cut my calories. Like I was eating around 2,000, which is extremely low for me. So I was like, damn, okay, how am I gonna maintain this without maintain my sanity? So I just was eating like, you know, the rice cakes, the kale, the spinach, eating dry ass chicken, dry ass fish, you know, all these low calorie foods that I used to eat those yogurts, the 80 calorie joints. You know what I'm talking about?
The light and fit, Dannon joints. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You know, I was eating strawberries, blueberries, blackberries because I know that they're low in calories. So like I just ate these foods so I could feel more full.
High volume, low calorie foods.
Exactly. Very that voluminous. So that's how I was able to get around that deficiency, because once you get to certain body fat levels, it's like, bro, you can't eat like you wanted, you know? So,
but here's the thing, that's the key, right? I've never heard the word voluminous, right? But high volume, which okay, now it's making sense in my head, right? High volume, low calorie foods. Because here's the thing: if you're trying to lose weight, you should never be hungry. If you because I used to think that, like,
can you tell the people that one more time? Because that's actually very important. Like,
if you're trying to lose weight, you should never be hungry. You never have to be hungry.
Yeah.
If you find yourself hungry,
for a normal guy, you stepping on stage, that's one thing.
No, that's
but like
right?
we're talking about for the general population.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. If you find yourself getting hungry, you're vulnerable. You're vulnerable at that point, because that's when nature kicks in and you find yourself in the drive-thru, right? But there's no excuse, like you said, those voluminous foods, right? Yeah. I'm gonna add that one to my repertoire. I'm gonna add that one. Allows you to stay satiated, right? You can eat.
Bam.
You can eat a lot of food, because here's the thing: clean foods,
pickles, water, more
right? Cleaner foods you can eat. I've had clients tell me, bro, it's hard for me to hit the calories that you're telling me to eat, because they're eating cleaner foods, right?
Bam.
It's not as calorie dense. Bro, I'm never hungry, bro. People would be so surprised if they see how much food I actually eat. And that is the key. Is eating the right types of food and staying satiated.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, bro. That hit home because, like, for example, right? I'll be eating, throughout the day. Like 5 p.m. comes around, right? I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna eat because it's late, right? And then at like 2 a.m, I'm starving, bro.
Yeah, bad
drive
move.
through. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, bad move. Exactly.
Yeah.
And that is exactly the point, bro. You don't want to get to that place, because then you make bad decisions.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I mean, that's just so important. So, so when you were losing the weight, Were you religiously tracking your calories?
100%.
Bam. That's tough.
100%.
What do you say all the time?
Yo, if what doesn't get measured doesn't get managed, guys. Like, you know,
That's
you
bars.
you can't drive somewhere you've never been before without the GPS on. Because even if you do arrive at your destination, guess what? You're going to be out of gas. Car's going to be fucked up, high mileage for no reason. You're going to be stressed.
Yeah.
Whereas if you had the GPS on, aka a coach, a mentor, whatever it is, you'll get there faster, quicker, with less stress. So, guys, if there's one tip I would say, and I'm sure Brix could double down on this, if you want to lose weight, you need to know every morsel of food that goes into your fucking mouth. I don't care what diet you're on, whether it's intermittent fasting, keto, paleo, whatever it is, you need to track your calories, guys, because a calorie deficit is a non-negotiable requirement to lose weight, man. I can't believe so many guys in the fitness industry try to like skirt it, like calorie deficit doesn't matter. Like, I mean, what's your take on that?
No, 100. It's the only thing that matters. Not I mean, not say the only thing, but it's the most important factor in fat loss is a calorie deficit, right? There's a difference between eating for health and eating for fat loss.
I like that distinction. That's facts.
There's a big difference. And what you want to do is find yourself in the middle.
Bam. Couldn't have said that better myself, man.
Yeah.
Because you could put yourself in a calorie deficit and eat McDonald's every day. There's actually a study done that did that, where they ate McDonald's every day, really low quality food, but they put themselves in a calorie deficit and they still lost the weight, and insulin levels went down, everything else like that. So they still had better health markers from losing the weight, but the people felt like shit. Satiation was down. So,
I did an experiment myself like that.
Okay. Yeah,
where I ate nothing but Fruity Pebbles and Pop-Tarts.
What?
Nothing but Fruity Pebbles and Pop-Tarts. And I made sure I was in a calorie deficit.
Damn.
And I still lost body fat.
Damn.
Yeah. Straight up.
So how long did you do that? That's actually interesting. That
I
you
did it for 2 weeks.
You did it for 2 weeks.
For 2 weeks.
And then how did you feel that 2 weeks?
I felt like shit. I'm not gonna lie. I definitely felt like shit. But the scale went down. Like I lost 6 pounds in that 2 weeks.
Did your training suffer as well?
Yeah. My energy levels were down, and I just felt shitty. But it was an experiment, and that's the sort of thing. But that's the sort of thing that I did during my weight loss journey, bro. I did a bunch of experiments, and that's why I know my body. I know my body like the back of my hand, bro. I mean, excuse the pun there, but it's and when you get to know your body on that level, it's so easy to manage your body fat percentage. It's so easy to manage your weight when you know what you can and can't get away with.
Yeah. Right. Facts.
And it takes a lot of experimenting to discover those things.
Yeah, and that's fantastic, because like people try to say, oh well, I'm just gonna eat this diet and it's gonna help me lose weight or whatever. But the cold hard truth is if you eat, let's say 2,000 calories is your calorie deficit. I tell this to my clients all the time. 2,000 calories from a lean, healthy diet that's micronutrient dense, your vegetables, your fruits, whatever, and then 2,000 calories from Pop-Tarts, chicken, fried chicken, etc. You're gonna lose weight at almost an identical rate. But the key is there's many ways to skin a cat. It's about skinning the cat in the most efficient way that's most sustainable for you.
Yep.
We talked about that before. Like if you got to add in a cheat meal once a week or whatever it is to keep you on the train, and you might inadvertently spill over a few calories once a week, that's better than going completely off the rails and going crazy. So
and if it fits your macros, right? Learning how to track my macros was the key, because thank you. I was able to have more balance in my diet, bro. Like I ate a cookie, 2 cookies every day. I made sure I treat myself to something every day to keep my sanity. Bam. I needed it for sure. So yeah, it can be done. You can eat the foods you love in moderation, and moderation isn't for everyone. Yep. Some people can't handle moderation.
Some people can't.
Yeah. But I think most people would serve them to have moderation, to have those little treats every day or every other day while they're losing weight.
Just like we said, guys, as long as it's measured, you can manage it, man.
Yeah. What gets measured gets managed. Yeah,
absolutely.
Willie says that all the time.
And then one last thing I'll say too for the guys out there, give y'all some free game, is if let's say you go over and eat too much one day, right? You ate 200 calories over that you should have. Just subtract the 200 from the next day.
Bingo. Hit the bing again.
Yeah, I got you, man.
There you go.
It's weekly calories, guys, that you need to control. Like a good day leads to a good week leads to a good month leads to a good couple months, and a good couple months leads to a good year, guys. So if you're consistently successful, you might fall off once or twice. You can still get back on the train, because it's overall, your body works 24/7, guys, all the time. So if you're consistently in a calorie deficit, day to day is not that big a deal. Just fix it the next day.
All right, real quick, Superchats, real quick.
Okay. So
wait, hold on. You got Teal Waff, man.
Teal Waff. Cat 8, #1 podcast in the world. Shout out to the mods. Thank you so much, man.
Thanks,
and
bro.
shout out to the fucking mods in the chat. Y'all are seriously making stuff happen. Thank you guys so much, man. We're gonna keep it positive out here. Keep giving you guys this content.
Nick Bailey as well, if you don't mind.
Okay, been here since 6K. Damn, you changed my life. Listen to what these guys say. Thank you so much, Nick. I appreciate it,
Back
man.
in the day, man.
Real one, man. And then we got Theo Waff, lost over 50 pounds of Myron's exercise app so far. Going to use Brix's materials also. High value men produce value and results. Love the haters. Thank you so much, Theo. I appreciate that, man. I paid him $2,000 to say that, guys. No, I'm just kidding. Mosh XD, $20. NGL member, how fit I was when I was in AIT. Okay, trying to get back into shape and go back to running 2 miles in 14 minutes, but it's tough slowly getting back into consistent going to the gym and working out. Thank you. Salah Aminu, I guess many guys are conditional supporters, like they say, conditional submission. Hey, man, it's all good, bro. $5 all the way from Great Brand. Thank you. As long as we got the real ones here, that's what matters.
Yep.
Johnny H, shout out Fresh and Myron. Big ups to the mods out here in the trenches. The snakes are purging themselves. Sit back and enjoy. Hey, man, it is what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? Or when you make good content, it is what it is. You're going to bulldoze through it. So, and then discipline and consistency is key. Good advice from guests. Keep going fresh and fit. Absolutely, man. We walk it like we talk it. Manosphere Paradigm. Thank you so much.
So, Brix, where can people find you, man?
So I'm on Instagram, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Facebook, all the social media platforms, and YouTube as well at Brix Fitness, BRIX Fitness. You can see it on the screen right here.
There you go.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah,
Bang.
No doubt. So yeah, hit me up, man. And I love one of the things I think. One of the reasons why I have such a good relationship with my audience, I do a lot of engaging, bro. Like I love talking to the people, and so if you're watching right now and you're going to be consuming my content, make sure you hit me up so we can chat.
Damn,
So
guys, that was an awesome interview, man. Thank you for coming on the show,
my man. I appreciate the opportunity.
That was good energy, man.
Yeah, no, absolutely, man.
Well,
Keeping it
Yo,
positive.
that was the first time I shook someone's hand in a long time, bro. We always just niggas just. That was mad formal.
Yeah. No, that was an official interview, man. I had to show the love.
So at 7:15, 7 p.m., we're gonna do a show on the OnlyFans controversy. Talking
with a couple of girls
banning,
that we know.
Sexy content.
Yeah.
So, and then tonight we'll have a show with the ladies with Brix as well.
Yes, sir. So yeah, guys, check us out. We'll be back on like 30-40 minutes.
Yeah.
The grind don't stop. 3 videos today, guys. So it is what it is. We're gonna keep pushing out this content. Thank you guys so much for the support. Don't forget to
one last one. Monarchs one.
Like or dislike the video, whatever you want to do. It's fine.
Hey Myron, that whole day I wanted to fight for you, man. How can I come up to your podcast, the People's Podcast? You can say I'm taking Myron. I think he means
Yeah, it's fine, bro. I mean, like I said, you win by success, guys. That's how you win. All right. So with that said, guys, thank you so much for the support. We'll catch you guys back here in a little bit, man. We're gonna set up for the next show. Peace.